Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Spirit here, back again with another video. Before we get into the video, please leave a like and comment below, XD1, I guess. I don't fucking know. Today, I'm gonna be telling a story time about, middle school harassers and shit like that. This is gonna be part one of a whole saga, because let's be fair here, it makes more sense to do it that way. Anyway, without further ado, let's go into the video. So back in middle school, I, had these harassing bullies type people that I used to know. Um, for the story time, I'll just call them Squad 1 and Larry, I guess? I don't know. So this all started because of a situation that I'll tell in a future story time if this video does well, so please leave a like, sub, all that. So this all starts back when I was just going into middle school. I had prior beef with these ladies, like these girls' bosses and all that, and first day back, um, what ended up happening was basically I got tossed into a class with these girls. Now, for whatever reason, they did not like me. They hated me, and yeah, let's replace the name with Squad 1, Seri, and I guess Lena. Yeah, sure, that works. So Lena was the leader of their whole squad, and overall was the first to dislike me. So first day into class, I greet them all. I say, hey, how you all doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'm so-and-so. And immediately, most people I already knew from the year prior, because this was when I was in grade 9. And if you know anything about Canadian school systems, uh, middle school is grade 7 to 9. So I greet the class, I say hi, I sit down, and I hear bickering in the back. Now, stupidly, I will admit, I should have kept this to myself. I should have, not realized what was going on back there, because it all started because I went ahead and listened in. So, I hear these girls plotting about, basically harassing one of the people I knew as a friend at the time, or things like that. Basically getting him under their wing. And, because I was kind of just I guess a little bitch at the time, I went to the front of the class, told the teacher and all that. Now, apparently, school did not like that, um, and while it was obvious to see, what was going on and all that, it was, also a situation of, if I just stayed quiet, I would have, avoided all this. So, lunch bell goes, and, these girls go ahead and confront me in the hall and say, yeah, you better stay away from so-and-so. You know, Lena just basically walking up to me and all that. And I was all like, yeah, you're not allowed near so-and-so anymore because so-and-so is with her or something like that. I'm like, but he's my friend. And that just turns into a little situation. So, first thing that happens is, when I'm going to school, I'd get off the bus, go into class, all that. And basically, I'm usually the first one to enter and then the first one to leave because I don't like being in a classroom. I'll like being there for the first little bit, but then I'll leave. So, first thing that happens with this whole entire squad that hates me for whatever reason is they try to spread a rumor of sexual assault. So, I'm just exiting for lunch one day, and a kid pulls me aside and says, yo, do you know anything about so-and-so, or, what's going on there? I'm like, no. The thing was, and admittedly, this was stupid of them, they forgot there was fucking security cams in that room because it was a woodworking room. So like they had to cover their asses if like a fire started in there or anything like that. So it was like a woodworking room that doubled as a classroom, and for some reason they decided to spread it there. Now, mind you, I usually enter when no one's there, and then like they're not the first ones in. There's like a decent amount before them, and then I'm the first one to run to the door because I just do not like being there. So for whatever reason, they decide to keep going, and that spreads a little further. I go ahead, ask like kids that I know that like, hey, could you go ahead and settle this all down? They do so. They mention that, hey, we were all in there, nothing happened there. I'm like, okay, this is calm now. No. So what happens next is I go out for lunch the next day expecting nothing. And randomly, they tried tossing hot food that I like just prepared, like just cooked up because before class that day I had a cooking class that I go to, and tried to toss it into my face. Thing is, they failed. Um, and so like I was kind of like, dude, what the hell? And yeah, typical middle school bullshit. Go ahead and tell me to suck and all that. Um, yeah. So for I think it was about a week. No, it was like about a month at that point. I just avoid them. I don't really talk to them. They'll do that from time to time, tossing hot food in my face. But it never fucking landed. Now, the one time I had absolutely no fucking sleep the prior night, I go into the hall, get slapped in the face with that shit, and I was about to fucking chase them. Because it's like, bruh, I want to eat right now. I don't want to be harassed. And for whatever reason, turns out the school resource officer was watching, and so I get called into the office. Because, kind of tossing food that could actually burn someone is technically assault. So, that happens. I go into the office with her. I get asked, like, do you want to press charges against him? Um, I hesitated because, admittedly, it would be nice to see, like, people who previously went ahead and, like, tossed food in my face and all that, like, get dealt with the way that they should be. I said no, because it's like, it's a fucking 13-year-old. What do you expect? School resource officer asks a few more times and all that. And, yeah, eventually I'm let go. The last part of this I will tell as, like, we're cutting it pretty short. Um, After that, I go ahead, go into the halls, hang out with friends, and for some reason, girl decided to try to bribe my friends and all that into, like, joining her on her side. And, like, they were like, oh yeah, so and so is weird, or this and that, and, now, I'm glad of this because, like, shout out to my buddies from that time. Like, I know y'all are still around. Um, they didn't. They were good friends. They still are good friends to this day. I'm chill with them. They're chill with me. You know, all that. And then what ends up happening is basically I go back into classes. I hear from time to time about them and, like, you know, all that. Now, there's more to the story. There's a lot more. From this first one, it may sound like a little bit like, oh, this just seems like typical high school shenanigans. No. You see, their leader one time, their like full leader, the one that even leads like little old girl who tossed fucking hot food in my face. I guess. I guess I'll just call her Hot Food Girl from this point on. Actually, no, just Food Girl. She wasn't hot. She looked like a fucking pug. Not gonna lie. Um, her leader was someone I knew beforehand, and the whole entire saga of that was basically when I knew her, it was a situation where I went to a park with her. She asked if I would go out with her and like all that. I rejected her, and for some reason, girl thought that was like a whole entire challenge. So harassed me for fucking 9 years, if I remember correctly. Or was it 7? Either way, it was a long ass time. And, yeah. But for now, that's all for this time. If you guys enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, tell me input, things I can improve, all that. And until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out.